Wow. Tree planting is really, really cool. In fact, when we were doing the photo shoot in the great redwood forest in Northern California, we were among the trees. We hugged a few trees. In fact, Takashi, Eloise, and I held hands to try and hug this one tree. We couldn't even get halfway around it. But the feeling you get, if ever you're down and out or you want to feel something really, really cool, just hug a tree. It's amazing that you have just tons and tons of energy. Hug a tree. Another cool thing you can do, in fact, John Paul Pett started this. It's kind of neat. It's adopt a pet. John Paul Pett is going to adopt 1 million pets. 1 million pets this year. How do you get involved? Get a hold of anyone at John Paul Pett. That's how you get involved. And they'll show you how to be a volunteer. It won't cost you any money. Be a volunteer. Go to one of the shelters, kind of, lend a helping hand. But I want you to know that we have a program that is going on right now where we want to plant over 500,000 trees by the end of this year that we're responsible for. We've already gotten, guys, I believe about 250,000 have already been planted, and we have a way for you to pitch in if you want to get involved with us and take some action, or go through Rainforest Action, and it's our gathering, or just go online and plug in Gathering 14, and it will let you know various ways that you could participate in helping make America more green. And by the way, this entire event that we are doing here, everything that we're working on, including the trucks coming in, the unloading, everything going on backstage, all of this that's being done right now, every bit of it, is carbon neutral. We figure out what it cost us in carbon, and we go ahead and plant trees. It's part of the program that we do, and it's part of what we want to do to give back and let the world know that we want to give back, because that's what the professional beauty industry is all about. It's giving back. It's making the world a much better place to live, and we want to make sure that that happens. As I do my travels throughout the world, I run across some very, very interesting things. On recent trips to various continents, you see different opportunities. You see different things that are happening in different parts of the world, in different rainforests, in just different deserts that could benefit everybody if only we knew about them. And hence, when I ran across marula. Marula is a plant that is a very unique plant. Marula grows in South Africa. We went and found marula. And what this product does was so amazing. It comes from the marula tree. The nuts drop down. The people collect them. They open up the nut and they use the juice. But when they break open inside, the actual nut inside, and take out this little kernel, and they crush it with rocks and put it on their skin, it leaves one of the most incredible feelings on your skin. It's very, very, I want to say rejuvenating, but it sure as all hell looks like it. So we found out about it. And through John Paul Selects, all of a sudden, they came on because they were natural. They had everything they needed to get on John Paul Selects. They used no slave labor. It was all give back. It was all, sustainable. So all of a sudden, my partner, Jonathan Kendrick, says, JP, this is flying off for no reason. We find big department stores and such that pure marula oil for $70, $80 a bottle, they cannot keep it on the shelf. We said, well, let's look into this. We met the doctors that did it and told us about something unusual. The story I heard was that as one of their wives put it on their skin, it got on her hair. Well, she thought nothing of it, and then all of a sudden noticed where it got on her hair, this felt a little bit better than that. She thought, what the heck, just put it all over her hair, and then said, well, I shouldn't be doing this, walked in the shower, shampooed it out, and her hair still felt good. They said, wow, there's really something here. So they came to me, and I immediately gave it to many of our staff members. Would you try this out? So in-house, we started trying it out immediately and using it immediately, and got results that were phenomenal, results that were very, very hard to believe. And through those results that we got, we realized that we were really onto something. But how much marula oil was out there? How much can we get our hands on? How much can we support this with? All of a sudden we realized there were only a few hundred people there that were out there making marula oil, getting the fruit in Africa, but it was growing in Namibia, it was growing in Zimbabwe, it was growing in South Africa, it was growing in Madagascar. So what we did was, why don't we make this part of our culture? We went ahead, and I spent the money, and we started setting up plants, facilities to put people to work. Today we have 4,000 people that would not have jobs right now in Africa that are picking the nuts, breaking them open with rocks. We buy them the equipment, they cold press it. Oh, this is the finest marula. It's not normal marula oil, it's pure. They actually open the nut, take out the kernel, put it in these big presses by hand. They turn the press, squeeze the oil out of it. We take it through a scientific process, and it's the purest form of marula oil ever. So we started doing all this so we could make sure that if we hit with this line, we had plenty marula oil to support it. And by gosh, we do. The marula oil and what it's doing to hair and hair care, you won't get the products in your salons for a few more months. We're finishing everything right now. But we have the supply. And let us show you a little video here on marula and what it's all about. Can we have the video, please?